Hi everybody, my name is Grayson Dell, and this is going to be an unboxing of the SM7B by Shure. It's a legendary vocal microphone, as advertised on their box. Legendary vocal microphone. We'll go through it a little bit, and we'll check out what's inside the box, what we get. We'll do a downward view of this, and try to focus primarily in the center here. So what you get with the box is you're gonna get this really nice SM7B sleeved box. Take the sleeve off. We have Chinese lettering tape. Now I don't know if I readied a knife, but I may not need a knife because I do have something kind of sharp, so this could be sufficient, and it is. Okay, so when it comes to opening, it looks like it just opens up like that. That's what we get inside the box here. So what you get in the box is, it looks like it opens up on the side here. So we get a really huge pop filter, which I don't know if a lot of people actually use. Every time I've seen the Shure mic, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so we get the pop filter. And this opens up really nicely. You get a what looks like a sticker you can put on your car if you were interested in doing that. I probably wouldn't do it, but that is that's an option, I guess. And if you look at the back, you can see the seam here. You get a couple of warranty manuals, product safety and warranty information. It says it's a cardioid dynamic vocal microphone. And then there's more online if you wanted to look into that. Let's see what's inside of this cardboard container. It's pretty heavy, so it's got some weight to it. And then we also have what looks like a ring to fasten it to any boom arm or contraption, just in case you needed a bigger size here. Create some space here so we can get a little deeper into what's inside the contents of the box here. So, okay, what do you get inside the box here? I'm gonna bring it a little closer because I want to make sure you guys can see very well what you're gonna get here. So the cardboard seems like it's a very rough cutout, almost it almost doesn't look like it should be like that, but yeah, okay. So inside the box here we have what looks like a Shure metal plate, just so you guys can kind of see it. It's a metal plate. Looks like you can screw it onto the back of the microphone, which seems pretty cool. You get an elastic band here, or not an elastic band, like a Velcro strap. Okay, so it's stuck together, so you can't separate it completely, but it almost looks like you could. I'm sure this is going to come into play in a little bit, so we'll figure that out. Alright, so here comes the microphone. Inside the container there's nothing left, so we're going to move that out of here, and we're going to look at this microphone. Microphone comes in a bag, not too bad, and it's heavy. Like this isn't exactly very light. Now if I'm not mistaken, I would say that this is probably, it feels like it's almost close to 5 pounds, 4 pounds. You got the Shure labeling on the very top of the microphone, which is really nice. Wire routed from the side into the boom arm connector. XLR connector here. The boom arm sits into the bottom here. And you have a locking tab on it that spins. Now, if you don't like the pop filter that comes with the microphone, it looks like you could throw another pop filter on it if you want. Something with a little bit more oomph. And I mean, like, the inside diameter of this is solid. Like there's no end cave there, so like you're getting like a lot more oomph with this pop filter. Now on the back here, I can see kind of what's going on here. I'm not entirely sure what this is here, right? But I can probably look into it, and I probably should. And if anything, I'll probably cut the video and come right back to this. But if we If we look here, we have what looks like some type of level or volume control. I don't understand exactly what's going on here, but yeah, that is interesting. We got one side and then the other side, and then I'm assuming this plate sits right into the seam, which it does. Like that fits perfectly into the seam if you wanted to cover it, essentially. And you would take the screw out that they provided, the 2 screws, and then you would just screw this in and then screw those screws right on top of it. That seems like everything you get with the microphone. What I will do is, right now what you're listening to me on is you're listening to me on a Yeti X. It's the Yeti X Nano. It's a cardioid mic, so it's picking up a lot of room audio. You're probably hearing a little bit of Brittany faintly in the background, but that's okay. And then I will set this up and we'll see how it sounds. All right, let me. All right, you are currently listening to me on the Yeti right now. So this is the Yeti test. I'm gonna give you a little bit of the sound on the Yeti. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short for perfect, or of perfect, my apologies. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in a tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The colt reared and threw the tall rider. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pleasure. Okay, so that is the Yeti, and we're going to switch over right now to the Shure microphone. It's going to sound hopefully a little bit better. Okay, so right now you should be hearing me through the Shure microphone. I'm not entirely sure if this is perfect, but yeah, here we go. Pup gnawed a hole in the sock. The fish twisted and turned on a bent hook. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. The swan dive was far short of perfect. The beauty of the view stunned the young boy. 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Her purse was full of useless trash. The colt reared and threw the the colt reared and threw the tall rider. I apologize, guys. It's not like I rehearsed this. It snowed, rained, and hailed the same morning. Read verse out loud for pleasure. All right. So there you go. That's both of the mics being tested. All right, so in conclusion, what I'm gonna say right now is I'm kind of liking how the Shure microphone seems a little bit more clear. It's not picking up that much noise on the background almost. I felt like it was able to kind of like pick up my voice, and it like kind of gives it like a really good flat line. It doesn't peak, it doesn't go crazy. It's kind of like well organized, well placed. And on top of that, it's like versus the Yeti, I almost felt like there's like more of a resonance, you know, like when I'm speaking with the Yeti, even though it's supposed to just be picking up my voice, it almost felt like it was picking up a little bit more. I'm sure if you guys go back and just listen to it very slightly, you'll understand what I'm getting at. It feels airy. Like I don't know how to explain that other than that. It's like with the Shure, it almost feels like the microphone is like very neutral. Like when it picks up my voice, it's able to cut off right when I'm done talking. It sounds almost like the way I hear myself, which is like a very unique thing. Now, it could be the headphones, which I'll also do a review on later on, but that's a really cool feature that you're getting with the Shure microphone that you just don't get on a condenser microphone, because condenser microphones are meant for like music, I thought, you know what I mean? Like, and mind you, I'm not an audiophile, but I'm definitely getting into the audiophile scape or world, and I'm really enjoying it.
And I'll tell you right now that like the Shure is definitely, in my opinion, it sounds beautiful for something that was made so long ago. You know what I mean? It still holds the test of time, and it's keeping up with normal studio trends and things of that nature. So I do want to say that definitely do feel like the Shure microphone takes the cake. If I had to say, like, there's a slight difference between the Yeti and there's a slight difference between the Shure. The Shure just sounds more clear. It almost sounds like it's I don't know how to explain it. It's like and I'm sure you guys could understand what I'm getting at here. Where with the Yeti, it feels almost like there's more resonance. It feels like I guess the word could be warm. It feels like it's picking up more. It feels airy. There's like this level of like you could almost do ASMR on a Yeti that you really can't do on a Shure microphone is what I'm getting at. I apologize if I'm not explaining it very well. Happy with my purchase here. I'll be using this moving forward. The Yeti is gonna still be here for comparison purposes, so I do want to thank everybody for coming in and checking out the video, and then hopefully you enjoy the Shure microphone more than you enjoy the Yeti, so my purchase feels more justified. But other than that, do I think it's worth the $400 and about $30 that I paid? I would say yes. I do think it's worth the money. Is it worth the money if you are new or not really used to doing a lot of audio stuff? That's going to be the harder sell, right? Because you get the same amount of quality. I paid only $150 for my Yeti. I was using the Yeti for a very long time. I used it 5 years ago when I had the original Yeti. I switched over to the Yeti Nano because it just has a better port. It uses a Type-C connection, so it is a USB connection on it, which, you know, it's a very good microphone for what it is. The only downside to the Yeti that I had that was bothering me was, if you notice, I have a futon behind me and then the TV as well. So, you know, like with the TV, the futon, you know, if my girlfriend's behind me, she's watching something on TV, the microphone would just pick up everything. I mean, like, there's no control. And even if she put the volume on the TV down to, let's say, for example, 20 or even less, like 16, where, you know, it's almost like I'm talking louder than the TV, it would still pick up the audio on the TV. I'm hoping with the Shure, this won't be the same, as the Shure definitely does have a more controlled concentration, where it's only really picking up your voice. Like right now, you can hear me, but it's gonna sound a little bit more muffled, more faint. And if I was to kind of distance myself from the microphone, I'm sure it's going to be a little bit harder to pick that up. If I was to look away, it'd probably be a little bit more harder as well to pick that up. I could also adjust the gain on this to make it more precise or make it less precise. So going back to what I was saying about the hard sell, is it worth it? I would say it's worth it if you're trying to take something a little bit more serious, if you're trying to be a little bit more proud of your audio. And the justification for this is definitely it's a good buy. It's a good buy. And the good thing is that because of the brand and who it is, you definitely do get a good warranty on the microphone. And if you have it on the boom arm and you're not really doing anything extreme with it, you know that you're going to get a lot of longevity out of it. You don't have to worry about this microphone suffering some damage or whatever. I mean, I'm sure that there's a high probability that any technology can have the same issues. So yeah, I would say I take it as the best microphone that I've used. But at this moment, I would say that the Shure SM7B is going to be my 10.0 microphone, or the 10 out of 10 microphone. And then later on, that might change based on how things go on the microphone front. You know, if I switch over to a different mic, I'll do a little bit more testing. I'll put more videos out. If you guys enjoyed this content, please let me know. And thank you so much for coming through. Bye bye.